This week's new releases features web-swinging recon teams who compete in the Olympics before dealing with a bunch of vampires. Hi, I'm Scott Jones and this is your Press Pause Daily. First up is the tie-in to this week's release of the Spider-Man reboot movie. The Amazing Spider-Man will take place after the events of the upcoming movie and will return to the open-world game design that made games like the old Spider-Man 2 for the PS2 so much fun. Spidey will be able to freely roam across New York City and take on many new and reimagined enemies. The game will have a new feature called Web Rush that will let players use real-time navigational and combat choices to fight crime and pull off Spidey's signature acrobatic moves like never before. Utilizing set and random mission play, fight small-time crime, participate in unusual photography shoots, and much more. We've been hearing a lot of good buzz on this one, and it might actually be a good game for a movie tie-in. So if you want to fly across the streets of New York and protect it from all sorts of baddies, then your Spidey sense should tell you to grab this one today. Spec Ops: The Line is a new original third-person modern military shooter with gameplay designed to challenge players' morality by putting them in the middle of unspeakable situations where unimaginable choices affecting human life must be made. Featuring a story very reminiscent of Apocalypse Now and Heart of Darkness, but set in a ruined Dubai, which was destroyed by a massive sandstorm. Now, a mysterious radio signal is picked up and a Delta recon team is sent to infiltrate the city. Their mission is simple: locate survivors and radio for evacuation. What they find is a city in the grip of war. The game itself will feature action-packed, third-person oriented gameplay that provides an up-close and personal view into the brutality and emotion within the combat. Experience a variety of game modes such as Classic Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch, and Rally Point, as well as a unique new gameplay mode called Buried. The game will feature both sandstorms and sand avalanches that can be used to take out opponents unable to find cover during the storms. Shoot out sand deposits to bury your opponent alive. It will feature class-based progression systems split across 2 unique factions, and each faction has 4 classes and 1 unique class that will also unlock new perks, weapons, gear, challenges, and more as you progress up the ranks. While the game sounds a little typical for a military shooter, the unique story might actually overcome the kind of sameness that could sink another game. Bottom line, if you're a fan of this type of shooter, then it might just be worth a look. The Olympic Games will be starting up again soon, and that will also mean the inevitable video game tie-in game. London 2012 will have over 30 Olympic events and have been authentically recreated in their official Olympic arenas, with a host of new disciplines making their debut for London 2012. Some of these include the 10-meter platform dive, 100-meter freestyle, 110-meter hurdles, beach volleyball, and many more. You'll also get to choose from over 36 countries to represent, including Great Britain, Germany, Italy, Japan, South Korea, and of course the good old US of A. It will also contain a number of game modes, including single-player, Olympic game mode, online and offline multiplayer, and party play. And in a first for the series, London 2012 will take the world's biggest sporting event online in the form of global leaderboards that will track personal medals gained while playing online, with each personal medal won added to that nation's medal table. So if just watching the games this year isn't enough for you, then why not grab this game? You never know, you might just play your way right to the top. And lastly today, our digital release is the first add-on to what is probably the biggest game out there. Dawnguard, the first DLC for Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, will focus around the return of an ancient vampire named Harkon. Harkon wishes to use the powers of the Elder Scrolls to blot out the sun, allowing vampires to overwhelm Tamriel. Players will be given the choice to either become a vampire themselves or to join an order of vampire hunters known as the Dawnguard. Depending on the choice, you'll be granted a new home base, and you'll also have access to new armors, perks, and weapons, including a crossbow for the Dawnguard, and the ability to transform into a vampire lord if you choose the other side. There will also be new locations to explore, legendary dragons, along with new dragon shouts, and since it's making its way to the Xbox first, it will also feature new Kinect support. I'm sure a lot of people are still trying to work their way through Skyrim right now, but hey, now there's even more game to play, which is always nice. And that's not even the only big DLC that's out this week. BioWare is also releasing the highly anticipated extended cut ending to Mass Effect 3 as well. The PS3 is also getting a couple of extra releases this week, with Record of Agarest War 2 heading to a game store near you, while the PlayStation Store will see Resident Evil Chronicles HD Collection, the update to the 2 on-rails Resident Evil shooters that originally originated on the Wii. Alright guys, thanks for watching these new releases today. Hope you enjoyed the show, and if you want to watch any of our past episodes, go to presspause.mevio.com and check them out there, and we'll see you tomorrow.